page 71, page 72, page 73, 74, 75. Is that it? Could someone please move the confirmation of the minutes?
Madam Mayor, Member of Council, I Michael Castle, would like to second it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Garcia. All right. Announcements. Madam CEO, Alderman John Joseph, as stated before, is abroad, and we would also like to say that the mayor's technical advisor is also overseas. Folks, let's congratulate Ms. Ramkison in her absence. Her son passed to Hillview College. She's visualized.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. Let's also congratulate the Mayor. The Mayor's son also passed to Hillview College.
I have no idea what my son passed for. So, thank you very much. No, take that off. I am still here in this place. Thank you very much. Under announcements, building disaster resilient communities. Madam CEO, as you may know from your short time with us before, you experienced some of the activities of council, especially with regards to the fact that most councillors are first responders, right? And some of us have received the requisite training. I think the deputy mayor still has to go. Is it Councillor Rancharan? No, you go next week. All right, and we have a very dynamic chairman of disaster, Mr. John Joseph. He has organized an outreach program that will include the Ministry of Public Utilities, Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, Office of Disaster Preparedness, UWI, Ministry of Social Development, ODPM, Community Development, and of course our very own Arima Borough Corporation Disaster Management Unit. So we look forward to it, and know the head of our disaster unit will make sure that our businesses are even better educated. All right, thank you very much. On the questions, are there any questions on here? Motions? Motions? Actually, I think we may have a motion.
Thank you very much, Worship. Worship, I am called to raise a motion this morning as a matter of urgency. Motion is a motion of no confidence. That motion arises out of several instances in which we have had to make requests and also ask for inquiries into certain matters that would have transpired over the past 3 years. However, matters of this morning has convinced us that there are a number of retrograde officers within our Arima Police. It was very concerning to us this morning when we arrived to conduct the people's business that gates were closed and town hall was also closed. Not only were the gates closed and the town hall locked up, but there were signs outside on the streets on both sides of the town hall. No parking signs. This, of course, is something we haven't seen before. But it spoke clearly to impede the progress of the council and the work of the corporation. I myself, when I came in this morning, the front gate, the back gate, Suzanne, was locked. It was closed and I had to make twice the rounds. I had to make twice the rounds to be able to park, and I had to, of course, park in front of the town hall where no parking signs were. So I expect that I will be.
Deputy Mayor, 1 second, please. We just reminded members of public, please don't video record the proceedings, nor do you tape. All these will be a matter of public record, correct?
That's right.
All right? So if you can please follow the rules, if not, then I'll have to ask the officer if I'm allowed to, ma'am. All right, to remove you. Thank you.
And so the events really speak to impeding progress of business of the people of Arima. Notwithstanding that, last night one of our council members was actually asked to leave the premises while he was here at around 8 p.m. Also, we reported last night that the assets of the corporation was placed outside in the rain, and those assets by now would have been destroyed. They may not be fit for use again. In the context of the actions taken this morning by some officers, and let me say some officers because we have in the recent past, immediate past, acknowledged the good work of our young officers who now come out of training. So we acknowledge their good work and their steady contribution to the disciplinary patience of the Arima Municipal Police. So we know within our service that we have officers that are outstanding and of the highest caliber that demonstrate the disciplined patience that is required of our municipal police. So insofar as we understand that there are officers who may have authorized this action and officers who may have carried out this action, to those officers we are moving this motion of no confidence in the Arima Municipal Police. We do not feel safe. We do not feel that we have the discipline that is required to stand up in the students of tests that is required. At this time, we understand the actions, but we do not understand that the actions are being taken and how they are being taken. The actions were taken without consultation, without communication, without having giving the council the opportunity to contribute. All the while, we know that the representatives of the Arima Municipal Police sit at staff and at committees and are well aware, as was voiced this morning over radio, of the actions that have been taken by the council and by the corporation to bring relief to their situation. And it is in this vein where we feel that the trust and confidence has been broken. And we are this morning moving this motion of no confidence. We have heard the voice indicating that the corporation has done all that it can, that the council has taken all actions that is required. And from that we can only conclude that there is a lack of discipline and patience within the service, and these officers clearly do not possess the professionalism that is required to protect and serve. So I hereby move this motion of no confidence to the retrograde officers of the Municipal Police, and I so move.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. Last night I was really taken aback by the actions of the police officers, because I believe in true spirit of us moving together in Arima. And we will on a course to really assist the officers. We basically empathize with their plight, and I think that in the course of their duty, I think that the officers will cross the line. And to have the officer ask me last night to vacate the premises because we were to lock it down, and I was here in people's business, I thought it to be absolutely disrespectful. Right? And as such, I beg to add my voice in approving this motion. Thank you.
Leader of Council Business.
Madam Mayor, members of council, the records would show that in the past we have advocated for better working conditions for police officers. We know they work inadequate, but we have been trying our utmost to bring some resolution to the issues. And I want to draw an analogy. As a professional, I am a registered nurse. For the state hospital was there over 50 years ago. But nurses work. When there's no electricity and administrative staff goes home, nurses work. When there is no water to wash your hands, to treat patients, nurses work. When nothing works in the hospital and everybody else leaves, nurses work. When somebody comes to the hospital with TB, you have to be there to help. And we do that because we care. People say all sorts of things about us. We work. And when police officers renege on functions, block the gate, put government property out in the yard, after they know for sure that we have been trying our utmost to secure somewhere for them, better working conditions, and a facility where they'll be comfortable. It is painful that we've been trying our best to get that, and it's like a slap in the face after all that effort. Madam Mayor, and members of council, I'm truly disheartened, disappointed, and it's really, really sad. Today is a sad day because it seems as though there was an attempt to debar us from doing the work to support the purchases of Arima. Today's statutory meeting, and for this to happen, for it to start last night, to come to this morning, obviously it had to be a well-orchestrated plan. Madam Mayor, I support the motion, and as I said before, I'm extremely disappointed.
Thank you very much, Council Charles.
Thank you, Your Worship. Members of council, I too am saddened by what has taken place here. As far as I am aware, police are here to protect and serve. More so the assets of the corporation and by extension the purchases of Arima. When I approached the town hall this morning, I realized that I could not enter. I realized the right and what I was elected to do was being violated. I want to say this, and I take nothing away from any other member of council. I stood here and personally raised issues on certain conditions of the municipal police and brought it to their attention for us, and we have started to deal with some of them. I see this also that the municipal police is lashing out on even their colleagues in the corporation, because entrenching the documents and work schedules to show that the colleagues do inspections of the building. It is sad to see that people will sit in this meeting or in a meeting here, be part of the discussion, and then take this sort of action. As much as I am not a member of staff of the corporation, I would expect that there would be a procedure for stuff like this to be handled. Was the safety department notified? Was the CEO notified of issues that you have with? What is the procedure for going to talk to the media? Is it that employees can willy-nilly go and speak to the media on matters of cooperation and discussions of council? I too, I would like to say I feel a bit unsafe here. There's an issue, a trust issue that is emanating here. I am not in support of such behavior, but I am in support of proper discourse. I am in support of professional discourse when there are issues of cooperation and issues that relate to the purchases of Arima. Your Worship, I want to say again and repeat that I said that motion. Thank you.
Councillor Armstrong.
Thank you, Your Worship. Members of Council. I too feel very saddened. I feel hurt. Something within me is really detached. I feel really hurt this morning. When I came in this morning and I saw the car blocking that main gate, and before that I came in and I saw the tents and whatever, and you know, the officers were a bit hostile, not the usual friendly way. I didn't think much of it, but upon learning about everything else, I think this is a real slap in the face for the municipal police. You know why? They are supposed to be protecting and serving us here. We stay here late at nights conducting the business of the people of Arima and by extension our country. And we must feel safe to do the job. And when we have our own people who are supposed to be protecting us, and they now have gone against us. What is this? What is this? They are the people who are supposed to keep law and order here. That's the oath they took. I, as a woman, I feel unsafe. I felt it this morning from my mayor, a woman like myself, and I'm sure everyone here must relate, and they can align themselves with being a woman. The men here, they have mothers, they have sisters, they must feel unsafe too. What type of behavior did they portray this morning? And this had to be something in the making. We as a council have been trying our best, and I have to agree with my colleague who said, when we have a job, it is not always the best, easy way that we have it. If we would like the situation to be better, we always look for better. But in the meantime, we don't protest. And this was a form of protest. This is unacceptable. It is highly unacceptable to the office they hold, and therefore, I support that motion of no confidence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam. Madam Mayor, members of council, I too will share my voice on this because it is important as a member of council. This morning when I came in, I saw the parking signs on the right and said, what is this going on here? But I paid it no mind. Then there's a van that I drive in. And when I come in, I find some two tents by the gate. It was a little difficult for me to leave, but I did make it. And I still didn't get the S until I came in and met members of council. I am totally dissatisfied with what has transpired here even from last night until today. Because of the fact is this council has sat here and paid every attention to the hardship that the police has undergone. From handy-talkie, the service weapons, the vehicles, everything. The air conditioning, we spoke to the CEO until that it is unacceptable that these officers have to work in this condition. Today, we got a slap in the face, and it is totally unacceptable. It is totally unacceptable because if we had sat down here and didn't try and voice our opinion, I would have said yes, they're right, but we did everything that a council is supposed to do. And it is really, really heartbreaking to see that my mayor have to go through this ordeal this morning. And what is even so disappointing is looking of her vehicle. If my mayor had got an emergency, what would have transpired here? She have to call every angle and turn every angle concerning this matter here this morning. And today, I too support this motion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Alderman Sylvia's
Thank you, Your Worship. I too am really saddened about the whole situation here today. I know that we have been trying for a little while now, based on the police, the request for a new location. And we have been trying for a long time to make sure that the police, that the municipal police are comfortable. And I'm really saddened based on how they did the whole situation. I think that it could have been done in a much better way. So I'm really in support of this motion here this morning. Thank you.
Alderman Longo, go forward, and we didn't see half of that, another turn. Feel free.
Your Worship, I'm here along with the rest of the council to serve Arima. And with everything else already said, I cannot understand why the council is being seen as opposing. Because since I am here for the past almost 3 years, I have been hearing that the police, that office there is inadequate and they're lacking in a number of things. And I know that we try to put in, whatever we can to help them. I don't see the council or the corporation as being opposing to the municipal police. So I can't understand why it is they feel that, we are against them. I think that if proper communication was done, we would have assisted, in their, yes, because we always do, we always assist, yeah, so I want to ask the question, who is responsible for dealing with that, with their inadequate accommodation, let's just say? Is it the Ministry of Finance? Is it the Minister of Finance? Yeah? I think we need to, zero in on who is responsible and, try and, with better communication, we try and assist. So I think at this point, with everything else, like I said, being said, we will have no choice. Sorry?
You had met the Minister of Finance.
No, I mean, somebody has to be responsible. We don't have the finance, right? We can only ask. I am sure the CEO does not have the finance. She too has to ask. So somebody has to be responsible, and whoever they are, those are the people who we need to focus on to assist. I thank you.
Council Polydor. Madam
Sorry for that. Your Worship, members of the council. I too am very much disappointed in the actions that were taken. Because I'm aware that this council has asked for many things for the municipal police. All right. We have gone through, painstaking idea trying to ensure that municipal police is well equipped. A lot of my colleagues spoke on different aspects of it, but I need to also indicate, I just heard my colleague on the other side speaking about who's responsible. But we would have done all there is, and if you remember correctly, and she will go through the book, she will see where, all right, we actually did I came this morning and I was told that the operations of the police officers from Susanna Street side, and when I drove in, I saw it was a controlled entrance, so normally the background I came from, you make sure stop, drop the window glass, and I said, well, wait, what's really going on? And nobody acknowledged, nobody said, okay, no problem. And I just drove it. And that made me feel, like something is amiss in this place. Because really and truly, I haven't actually checked my phone chat or anything, so I wasn't totally aware of what's going on. And it speaks volumes when you would have statutory meeting, which is the business of the people of Arima, actually happening here, and you have that sort of action. My next move was to take the time that I came, and I took the time that the officer would have reported to duty at the town hall, which was closed when I didn't come in. All right, and Arima was 40. All right, one of the corporation officers, well, not one, they were around 2, 3 of them. All right, just sitting at the wedding place, and that is ridiculous. If they cannot come to the place of meeting and get inside, that should never happen. We have asked to have that area there, the control area, for many years, and the municipal police have not done anything with that. So, Your Worship, members of the council, I'm in full agreement with this motion, and we just need to carry it through. Thank you very much.
Well, first of all, every time you see you come someone decides to behave badly. This is why she never stays with us. This is why she always goes back. Secondly, Madam CEO, members of council. For the past 3 months, I've had an exceptional relationship with the municipal police. I would see vendors on the roadside and I would call, and guess what, Madam CEO? Something would be done. I did not see kiss baking vendors for quite a while. And when the PH drivers came threatening manners, all I had to do was pick up the phone. These wonderful new recruits, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, willing to do the business for the people of Arima. What happened at the end of June? What was the change? Inspector Bihari, I suspect you know the change. For 3 months under Superintendent Rent Council, we had a wonderful situation in Arima. Madam CEO, I'm sorry you didn't get much time with Superintendent, Acting Superintendent Rent, right? Because I think he's an ASP. Is ASP, right? Right. So this Acting Superintendent arranged so many outings, little visits. People collected little presents right through Queen Street for quite some time. I know Inspector Bihari because you know a lot of the crew leaving. And I said to council, finally we are seeing a change in the way the municipal police do business in the borough of Arima. Then 3 days ago everything changed. Every single thing. So let me go through this and let me go through this form one. Right? I have no problem because the conditions in the back there are deplorable. But we sent the AC technician, we paid for the parts, Madam CEO. We here at the town hall did without to make sure the police had. Correct me, stop me if I'm wrong, Inspector Bihari. Feel free to interrupt me, because I have a whole rant here.
Yes, ma'am. The air condition at the police station is still not functioning.
Right.
The dormitory is still not functioning, the charging is still not functioning. The main dormitory or female dormitory are still not functioning. So
And in your estimate, who brings it up into the meeting? Do you bring it up? No, you do not. Does the superintendent bring it up? No, she does not. The people who bring it up are right here. They sit right here in this room, from the UNC representative to the 10 PNM representatives. We bring it up. As far as you know, it's an evaluation committee, right? How long did we take to move from FCB, Ms. Toussaint? About 20 years? 30 something years? Not a single council before got that done. This council got that done. We made sure to take care of the administration. And it's the same way we intend to take care of the police. But when I reach in a situation where I feel my life is threatened, and I'm saying it on record, my life was threatened. When it is a police officer decides to I say black, but you know what I mean? When Corporal Green decided to block my vehicle, snap a padlock, and shout at the mayor and said, he does not answer to me. But guess what? I don't answer to Corporal Green. I do not feel safe in his presence. I feel threatened. Imagine Inspector Bihari, without any conversation with the mayor, conversation with the chairman of security who is the deputy mayor, conversation with the CEO other than to complain about the condition. Madam CEO, what did you do when they complained?
I went over there yesterday and I had a meeting talking about the engineer visited and public health inspector.
Right, and the engineer, you made some recommendations, right? Madam CEO, the last large sum of money this corporation received, what was it for? Right, to pay for the police. But here what, Inspector Bihari, they can't manage 10, they can't manage 25, and they definitely can't manage 100. To me, it's about management. That's it. Plain talk, bad manners. Leadership. Leadership is a CEO answering the phone 1 o'clock in the morning and coming out at 4 o'clock. Leadership is a CEO who begged and implored the police officers to take the furniture that belongs to the corporation, not the police officers. When they retire, they're not going to take that home. Well, that's another story for another time. But they're not supposed to take it home. Leadership entails that the station diary that has been missing would be found. Instead, I saw a station diary out in the rain. Imagine, Madam CEO, the police requested from one of our service providers to provide tents. I would love to know who's paying for that. I know it's not Inspector Bihari because he didn't call to ask any tents. Well, I'll put it on the record. They asked them to donate the tents. I spoke to the Commissioner of Police, who says there's a right way and a wrong way. This is the wrong way. The problem with Arima, and it's a small group. Is it a small group? It's a small group. It's incestuous. They have friendly relationships with the wrongdoers. It is when we decide to do a raid in the market. By the time, Inspector Bihari, you told me this, by the time you leave here, they already know down there. Every single time I sit in committee meeting, and we work together to try to find a solution. Ask Mr. Ramdani, I fight with Mr. Ramdani every single day. Mr. Ramdani doesn't hate me, and he said, oh, no. Right? We have a very good relationship. An excellent one, in fact. In fact, he's coming to my son's christening tomorrow. But he's not the godfather. That is the purpose of committee meetings. We have a police force, a mobile unit, Madam CEO. And the police didn't like going in the police force. and they just sat there for years. I don't know what council by, because me, I know exactly what they would do. Madam CEO, every single time I used to do extra duty, I see police officers in full uniform, hats, belts, boots, guns, and they use our assets. The vehicles, am I exaggerating a little bit, Inspector Bihari?
You are not just for formal election, government, so.
Because of who? Because of Superintendent Wren. Imagine council. We are owing about $100,000 in extra duty because we had to pay IBC to do the duties of our officers. I think you were there for a bit of that. Yes, you were there for a bit of that. Never available for the market, but they like to write tickets, right? Imagine, Madam CEO, I have to sit here in council and I have to say, they are working under strenuous conditions, but guess what? We are all working under strenuous conditions. Every single person here. I did not appreciate the road being blocked. I did not appreciate the compound being blocked. This is not the Arima Municipal Police Station. This is the Arima Town Hall. It belongs to the people of Arima, not the superintendent. I didn't appreciate the fact that I heard everything from the media first. Madam CEO, this is gone past dialogue. In 3 days, all of Arima has turned upside down. The vendors back out. They're selling in the road. They're selling in the drain. They're selling in front of the dialogue hall. In 3 days. Inspector Bihari, you were resting for the 3 days, the past 3 days, because I really...
I actually wasn't.
I thought so. So, this is not a fight against the police. Police have all rights to go through the proper channels. This is a conversation about poor leadership and the inability to dialogue, to communicate. I've been here for 5 years and I intend to be here for about 6 years more.
That's correct.
And I am not going to tolerate terrorism. I have no other word to describe this. How are the people of Arima supposed to feel safe when it is they go there and the road is blocked? I heard one of my favorite talk show hosts talk about the hardworking municipal police officers. I really appreciate the recruits. But you know what, Inspector Bihari? You know what, Madam CEO? They become jaded. They see things being done and they wonder, why are we even trying? When a corporal could ball up at a mayor and say he is locking the mayor in. What is that about? So, members of council, here are my issues. Illegal vending in the Arima market still going on. I've seen drugs in every other market. Officers are locking up drug pushers, but somehow Arima market's special, right? I know one of the municipal recruits found some marijuana, but a whole professor and the owner. Right? My concern, members of council, is that we cannot feel safe in this space. I spoke to the fire service, the municipal police telling the fire service they need to tell them that they have to move out. That's not how it works. We have a health and safety man here, Mr. Simon. Mr. Simon has made numerous recommendations. Not so, Mr. Simon? Madam CEO, members of council, I have no faith in this rogue group of police officers in the Arima Borough Corporation. They say they do not answer to any civilians. It is the CEO who pays these officers. It is the CEO who is responsible for the assessment of the officers. Not so, Inspector Bihari?
As far as I know, yes.
As far as you know, right? But some people don't know that. I want the municipal police program to work in Arima. I do not want a few undermining the system and the vision of the local government minister, the Honorable Haji Kazim Hussein. I don't understand why it is we have to move a motion when we could have had better communication. But there's no need for communication because they know where it is. This morning I'm listening to a radio interview and they're saying, well, I understand it is an evaluation department. Well, don't. That's where it is. It took us some time to get to extra foods. And everybody complained, and I think it's working out quite fine. I don't know how Admin feels about it. It's enough parking space and everything like that. And I find people up here to go down there the same way people down there used to come up here. I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with are police officers, Madam CEO, who decide they must block statutory meeting. They must block the poor little children of Arima in the school. Wasn't that heartbreaking this morning? Coming for your results.
In the rain.
In the rain. Generously offered by council. We said, come here. This is a safe space. We have police officers. We will be here for you. And the parents didn't park. So imagine, Madam CEO, throwing out a child in front of the town hall while you driving down Arima to find a park. Members of council, the problem here, and we know what the problem is. We have been dealing with this problem for some time. And it is unacceptable. You see, ASP Ren, God bless that man. God bless the man who would come in the mayor's office and say, Mayor, we have a problem, we need to talk this out. Or who call the CEO and say, listen, we need so for the police officers, what can you do? It's all about communication. Inspector Bihari, what's your master's in? Not leadership and strategic planning?
That's not.
Right. And I think for me, Inspector Bihari, I always appreciate and relish your advice. And the times that you do act, there's always a change. Right? But you see, Corporal Green is not to come anywhere near me. And if I have to go to court, I will go to court. Members of council, let's vote. Deputy Mayor.
I support the motion.
Leader of council business.
I support the motion.
Council for Calvary.
I support the motion.
Council for Tumpuna.
I support the motion.
Alderman Pamphil.
Yes, I support the motion.
Alderman Manga Gopal.
Your worship supports Stefan.
Council Kendall Charles. Arima Notice.
Your Worship, I most definitely support this.
Council Ramcharan.
Your Worship, yes, I support this motion.
Council Whitby Polio. Arima Watch.
So,
Union, please.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I think I've seen too many people pass Arima. No, that's not going on.
Okay, all right. Yes, Your Worship, I give it full support.
So, Madam CEO, the ayes have it. Please reflect our disappointment. And we would also like to request an investigation by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service into this matter. His own can't investigate his own, right, Inspector Bihari? We leave that for Anna Ramlogan and Dave, right?
That's fine.
Right. Madam CEO, we also like an assessment done by the engineer and about the damages done to the property of the corporation. I would like a report on the missing station diary. And finally, Madam CEO, with all due respect to the superintendent and her cronies, we support the fact that they need a new building, which is why we went and looked for the new building, which is why I found the new building, which is why the building inspector examined the building, which is why the engineer gave his approval for his building, which is why we went to the cabinet for the building, which is why it was sent to public administration, which is why it is now currently at the valuation department.
Mischief.
Pure mischief and mayhem. Imagine Council Charles listening on the radio. Well, we know that the council and the corporation do everything that they could do, so who are you protesting against yourself? So that's it, Madam CEO. Members of council, we now move on